Kiff must give Mary Mack more Renee roles. I am serious. I know that Kiff Chatterley and Barry Buns are the female lead and male lead of Kiff, but we've also had plenty of Kiff episodes that focus on their friends at school and some of their faculty. For example, Two Truths and a Bunny and Friendship in the Time of Cheese Caves focus on Candle Fox. Kiff's Mix, Trevor's Rockin' Halloween Bash, Whiff and Larry, and Oh Brother focus on Trevor Ansington. Principal Dan Socks and Principal Helen focus on Helen and Principal Secretary, who are also voiced by the creators of Kiff, Lucy Heavens and Nick Small. Helping People Feels Good focuses on Reggie Racona. Dinner with Darren focuses on Darren Gerkington. I might be remembering his last name incorrectly because I have only read it twice before I filmed this video. So please excuse me if I remembered Darren's last name incorrectly. And Annoying, Freaky, Cool focuses on Billiam. Sadly, there are no Kiff episodes that I know of in which Renee plays a big enough part in the story for her name to be mentioned in the Wikipedia synopsis on the list of Kiff episodes. I mean, Renee is still an equally big part of Kiff's ensemble cast of school friends, as we've seen in stories like Totally Table Town, Fresh Out of Grandma's, The Haunting of Miss McGravy's House, and the Tabletown School News episode. But so far, the only times that I can remember, the only time from each season that I can remember which have focused on Renee, in which Renee plays an active role in the story on her own, where she isn't just another part of the Tabletown School student ensemble of Kiff Chatterley's friends, are in Blooper Quest from season 1 and of BBs and Piano Keys from season 2. So, Mary Mack, if you're watching this video, please tell the directors and writers of Kiff that you would like some more episode scripts written for you that focus on Renee in season 4 and season 5, because they've already written whatever episode scripts we are going to see air in 2026 for season 3. Kiff's directors and writers have already made every episode script we are going to see in season 3, which will air in 2026. So if Kiff lasts another season longer, Mary Mack may have another chance to ask them to write more Kiff episodes which focus on her Renee character. Because I would really like to see what Renee can do with Mary and Kiff when she isn't just isn't just in her ordinary daily life, when she isn't just an extraordinary talented lead actress in their movie script found Ambiguity, and Barry, of course, is the extraordinary talented lead actor. This is just like the video that I made talking about Karen Fukuhara's role in Craig of the Creek 4 years ago. H. Michael Kroner plays the best friend of the lead character in both shows. He plays Craig Williams' friend J.P. Mercer in Craig of the Creek, and Kiff Chatterley's friend Barry Buns in Kiff. The only difference is Mary Mack is almost 17 years older than Karen Fukuhara, and she started acting much later in her life than Karen, but her first acting credit is still at least earlier than Karen Fukuhara's first acting credit in Suicide Squad. I know Mary Mack devoted most of her voice acting time to Solar Opposites, but now that the final season of Solar Opposites has aired on Hulu, I'm very sure that Mary Mack's schedule has cleared up for Kiff writers to, for Mary Mack to have more time with the directors and writers of Kiff to make episode scripts where Renee is the main focus of the story, and not just the side character who's always hanging around in Kiff's main group of Tabletown school friends. You know what the best thing is about being an animal in Tabletown? Whether you're a girl or a boy, you are free to go to school with no clothes on, because animals do not need to wear clothes. Clothing is completely optional for most animals. Clothing is completely optional for most anthropomorphic animal characters who we watch in Kiff. That's why Barry, Kiff, and Kiff's parents almost never wear any clothes. Of course, Barry and Renee do wear clothes for, at least Barry and Renee do wear clothes for their characters in Found in Ambiguity, Johnny Lou Anson and Emily Ramirez. Speaking of Found in Ambiguity, R, 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 R. We are the Found in Ambiguity, a film starring Renee and Mary. If Kiff asks them to give her a blooper reel, their acting is too good for a blooper reel. Well, they never forgot their lines, and they never tumbled with props, and they memorized tongue twisters dressed like a queen and a king. They never mishandled Roy Fox's expensive film equipment, and they've never been to Austin in the spring. That was my Kiff-themed parody of the pirates who don't do anything. Reminding you once again that I enjoyed the gimmick of VeggieTales characters making a movie that we can watch in movie theaters, which the VeggieTales characters making a movie that we could watch in movie theaters in the year 2008. And so I would also love it if the Kiff characters also performed such a feat where one day soon in the near future we could see Found in Ambiguity in movie theaters in real life in the year 2028, 2029, or 2030. Found in Ambiguity will be a great film, starring H. Michael Kroner as Johnny Lou Anson, Mary Mack as Emily Ramirez, Eric Bauza as Billiam, Mr. Rapepa, Reggie Racona, and Rovington Burlington, or I might have forgotten his first name. Kamika Elizabeth Glenn as Kiff Chatterley, the director and the writer. Oh, now I remember his name. Found Ambiguity will be a great movie in the year 2030, starring H. Michael Kroner as Johnny Lou Anson, Mary Mack as Emily Ramirez, Eric Balza as Billiam, Mr. Apepa, Reggie Racona, and Ridgway Burlington, Kimiko Elizabeth Glenn as Kiff Chatterley, our best director and best writer, who directed and wrote Found in Ambiguity, Dee Dee Magno Hall as Miss Dear Teacher, and see, the wolf actor's name is Ridgway Burlington. The dear actress's name, also something that's hard for me to remember. Oh, now I remember. Dee Dee Magno Hall as Miss Dear Teacher, and Forlington Slarvely. Lucy Heavens as Helen the Witch. Tom Kenny as Darren Gerkington and Trevor Ansington. Sophie Kim as Patty Hoot, Bella Lavelle as Candle Fox, and Nick Small as Principal Secretary. I mean, we've seen in plenty of Kiff episodes, like, stuff like The Sound of Helen, Principal Helen, and next year's musical, that Helen and Principal Secretary both dream of being actors. So, like, if they were cast in Found Ambiguity, this would be their big chance to do that. I mean, let us face it, no student film is completely complete without their own teachers who want to be actors as their unprofessional yet surprisingly competent acting coaches. I mean, maybe Kiff Chatterley was counting on the cringe comedy that Helen and Principal Secretary can do, to cause Barry, Candle, or Renee to bloop up, and yet they still never did. But the whole school of Sabletown, faculty and students alike, were happy to participate in Kiff Chatterley's Found in Ambiguity film with little to no prior experience, as long as it means an easy payday, and they will act their bums off for Roy Fox to give them a big fat paycheck for Kiff Chatterley's 20 million nut student for Kiff Chatterley's 20 million nut coin student film with no outtakes. No, 20 million nuts is the budget that Roy Fox invested in Kiff's movie, and nuts are coins. Nuts are a sort of currency, coins that are shaped like nuts in the universe of Kiff. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you support Renee Rack's. I hope that you support Mary Mack's stand-up comedy career and acting career, and also advocate for her to get bigger episode storyline roles in present and future seasons of Kiff. Oh, icons just appear on the side of the screen. Click on these if you want to visit and subscribe to the YouTube channels of Mary Mack and Karen Fukuhara.